So, I have been doing a thorough investigation on Brendan Perslow, and the conclusions that I have drawn from my investigations are staggering. Not long ago, on Brendan Perslow's Finsta, he posted something eerie, something that didn't quite add up. Something just didn't make sense. He posted in loving memory of this little guy 2 days ago. Today it is the 26th. Only 2 days ago he posted that. But from the information that we've gathered, Murphy's still very much alive. Why does this all matter? Is what you may be asking yourselves today, and a multitude of other things. Well, Salt Dawn was 2017, but so far in 2018, there's not many signs of Salt Dawn anymore. Where did he go? What happened to him? And my research has led me to some staggering conclusions. If you're not holding on to something right now, grab something and hold tightly, because this is going to shock your world. Okay. So, we all know the obvious feud between the Don and Murphy. You know, everybody knows they fight. They snarl at each other. They hate each other. They just fight all day. It is almost like they have a brother and brother relationship. Interesting. How could he have a brother relationship with a dog? An inhuman, worthless, pointless, stupid creature with no sentient thought. Well, ladies and gentlemen, through my research, my hypothesis is that Murphy is actually the Don's dead twin. A bold claim, yes, but not without its merit, not without its background, not without reason. No, there's reason, much of it. The most compelling evidence here, well, there's so much evidence I can't even begin to tell you which is the most compelling. I have it all here on my notes from my research that I've done. Well, let's start with the obvious fact that Don always has hatred towards his other dead twin. Where does this hatred come from? Could it be that every time he sees Murphy, he's reminded of his brother that he hates, because Don wanted to be the only one, which is why he tried to eat him in the womb? Huh? You ever thought about that? Bet you didn't. Mrs. Prizzo loves Murphy more than Brendan. This is why he probably hates Murphy too. Yeah, that's right. What I think happened is, to save the soul of the twin, they transfused it into the Don's brother's dog, Murphy. And so his soul is now trapped in the body of a dog. It's so obvious, yet so fucked up, that only someone like the Prislos could have done it. It's fucked up. It's fucked in the head. I just don't get it. Mr. Prislo tries to compensate for his failure of a son that is now a dog by trying to make his son, Don, the son he always wanted. God knows it wasn't Joe. Just saying. So this brings me back to the Instagram post that originally raised my eyebrows. What I think happened, I have a few theories, few thoughts for this one. Number one, I think that there is a chance that Salt Don leaving and this Instagram post have a connection. I think, it is my thought, it is my theory, that Murphy had his soul put into another person. And so now Murphy is a dog, just a normal dog, stupid little insignificant animal, little speck on the spectrum of life. And Murphy's real soul has been transfused to another human being. Who that is will be the question we ask ourselves all spring break, all summer. We don't know who it is. We have no clue, but it has to be someone close by. It could be PK, I think, because that would explain a lot why they hang out a lot, because my thought was maybe they were grooming PK to be Don's brother. That's why Don beat the shit out of him to assert himself, make sure that PK knew, and then at some point PK was going to become his little brother by taking Murphy's soul. Because his soul is probably lost already from their divorce from his parents. Yeah, okay, so I think that this is true. Yeah. Another question that I asked myself, this might be the most compelling evidence you hear all day. When did Don post this Instagram thing, huh? About Murphy, huh? Tell me. February. That is the second month of the year. Don was born in December. Babies are born 9 to 10 months after they were conceived. Could it be possible? That he posted this around the time that his brother should have been born? His brother was conceived. Murphy, his soul was conceived the day Don posted this Instagram post. Don was conceived on this day. This is where this entire feud started. Sexual intercourse was had on that day. The corn went into the cob on that day, is what I believe. And I think he posted that post on that exact day in honor of him leaving Murphy and finding PK's soul. Yeah. That's what I think. So I think that the twin was stuck inside Murphy, was finally freed of its chains and transmuted into another body. Probably PK. Could be someone else, though. I don't know yet. I couldn't find enough information because Don's just a sneaky motherfucker. I'm getting a call from... So I think that he was transmuted into another body. And this insinuated the death of Murphy in a sense, because he's now gone into some other life form. There could be some sort of moment that made Don come to terms with his relationship with Murphy and, his complicated relationship with him. And when he came to terms with that finally, Salt Don was eradicated from Earth. There's no question Don is a hype chicken. But his relationship with Murphy is probably what's been holding him back this whole time. I didn't want to bring this one up because this one's scary, ladies and gentlemen. It's eerie. We all know one of the biggest moments in Don's life must have been when he brought when Murphy brought home a dead baby rabbit. And Don has alluded to this many times over the years. And frankly, this might be the most compelling of all evidences. Don has alluded to this his entire life. Why is this such a big moment to him? And I think it's because that was the day that Don realized, yes, Murphy is my brother in a dog's body. Because Murphy, when he brought that dead baby back, that was him almost threatening Brendan in a way, confirming what he had believed the whole time, that yes, that was his brother that he thought and hoped was dead, but he is very much alive. Some little tidbits that I found, if you're not convinced already, if you're that pretentious that you can't trust a college-educated man and his research. Just look at the way Murphy barks. I mean, the dog demands attention like no other, like only a sentient, smart, educated, wishful thinking, sentient being could possibly comprehend. I mean, he demands attention. He demands effort. It's almost attractive in a way that only a human could attract with. He shits all over the yard. All over the yard. He owns that fucking place, and he knows it. And he knows he can do whatever he wants. He can bark and bitch and shit, piss, eat, fuck, anything he wants, because he's been given the worst card in life. You know, you got quadriplegics, polyplegics, diplegics, quadplegics, triplegics. People born with no feet, eyes, hands, lips, mouths, ears, hair, humor. But he was given the shortest stick. He was put into a dog's body. But I think he's found his home. He's escaped the chains that confined him for so many years. And Murphy is now free. To whom he's free and now is yet to be answered. But by God, if it's the last thing I do, I swear to goodness gracious and God Almighty, I will figure out. I will figure it out. And I will do it for you. I love you, Don. Be safe out there, buddy.